Good morning and welcome to How to Meditate. Today we'll be doing a deep clearing and then doing a guided meditation for guided meditation. So welcome everyone to the call. This is an intimate call, as probably all of our December classes are. It's a funny thing. I know I'd be preaching to the choir if I said it's really important to take care of your spiritual life. As we work on all the other quantum activations, we want to make sure that we're really divinely connected, that our meditation skills are up to par, and that we're really connecting in deep spiritual ways. So I'm delighted that you folks are here on the call and are aware that this is the perfect cycle to be doing renewal in your spiritual life. So welcome everyone. Welcome Nancy and Nellie, Ann, Melissa, and Edith, and all the other folks on the call, and great to have you here. Good. Got that on speaker, and I think we're ready to start with our opening affirmation. Oops, let me just make sure we got the right one up here. Let's close that out. There we go. All right, now, right screen. Here we go. And again, you're in the How to Meditate class. Oops, here we go. Here's our love wisdom affirmation. I am free to live a life of spiritual freedom and full self-expression, liberated in love, gratitude, and mastery in this body here and my spirit is limitless. I am responsible for any limits I experience in this body and have complete access to the divine through prayer and contemplation to release myself from any human bonds I have worn as spiritual clothing that no longer resonate with my essence. Vakratunda Makaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurme Devo Sarva Kayeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parat Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Dum Durgaye Namaha Om Aim Saraswati Swaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And we will be using the quantum hand movements today. We're going to use the quantum platter as we remove the interferences that prevent us from going deeply into our meditation. And as we go through our demonstration, I'd love to hear what motivated you, what you felt you wanted to really address in this course, so that I make sure for the beautiful group of 15 students, maybe 20 students ultimately that we have in this class, that we get exactly what you're looking for. You want help with meditation, you want help with focus, you want to help with a deeper connection with yourself. So if you could, in the chat box, let me know what you're thinking about. That would be so wonderful for me, so that I make sure I design this new course, not the same course as last year, but this new course, to also touch on the things that you're looking for. So when we're going into the big clearing today, The platter looks like this. And so instead of the doorknob like this, where the palm is facing out and then up, it's the right hand. And you're just gently moving it like that. And then you can do it faster. So you can do the platter. And I test that that is the best clearing for today. And then the double pump, single pump, double pump, and then the discrete pump. And discrete pump is just when you're walking, it's on the side, your hand is kind of a flutter. And then you can also pump your ankles. Basically, your feet can pump, and you can get a nice result from that too. And little Adelia's just literally fallen asleep as the class was starting. So I'm talking sweetly and gently, letting her just get back into her rhythm. But she says hello and is happy to be here, meditating in her own way. So welcome to Saval and Melissa. I cannot focus. I will daydream during meditation and never get what I'm trying to focus on. Beautiful, Melissa. So we will definitely address that as we create clearings for the next 3 weeks. So I will put that in the list of being able to stay with a meditation to let go of that daydreaming part and really deeply connect with your high self, with spirit, and with your inner essence of that oneness. Because that's really what the quantum field is, the quantum field of oneness, where we go into the pleasure field, where we're going into that higher frequency, that higher vibratory rate. Oneness and meditation can be experienced in so many different ways. And some of you with active minds have probably found that where you're really having your strong suit and where things are really working for you might be in chanting or singing. And we will address that also in one of our classes. I know Adelia and I got up this morning at 6 and sat in front of the Christmas tree, and I sang Christmas songs in the sequence of the story of Jesus. So she got like 10 Christmas songs telling the story of baby Jesus being born. And that's a meditation in itself, looking at the lights and singing to the divine, remembering divine story is a way to meditate. But today we'll be focusing on guided meditation and clearings, really on removing some religious oppression that would interfere with you going deeply or having your own authority in meditation. Very good. Okay. And good morning to Roxanne and Louisa. Hello, Julie. Of course, because I just realized that I have major blocks to meditating. I seem to have a hatred for it and have seen it as sitting still and doing nothing. I desperately require meditation and need help to clear this. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Louisa. And over the next few weeks, like I said, I will help you with that. So we'll remove that hatred and we'll see the incredible value and the incredible gift that meditation is, where it removes the stress from the body and the body goes into its regenerative state. And when we're in a state of high alert and when we're constantly driving and pushing, that is when we're in that frequency that can't renew, can't regenerate. It's also when we meditate, we come into our divinity. We come into that love space. We come into that, or eternal peace, eternal peace. So it's a beautiful state to be in. I do the mommy meditations these days where I'm thinking of oneness, but so happy. A little bit, not quite enough sleep yet. Okay, so we did the quantum pump demonstration, and just a very simple explanation of why the quantum pump works. It works because we're using the quantum pleasure field, and we're activating that oneness field so that we're rearranging your particles. We're all part of this field of oneness where particles are vibrating, and we're all particles vibrating. And based on how those particles are vibrating, you get a greater or lesser response or circumstance. And we're tuning up the frequency to a better circumstance. So that's what we're doing. We're rearranging those particles so they are in a better circumstance. There's two kinds of physics. There's Newtonian physics and there's quantum physics. And we're using quantum physics. Newtonian physics is like gravity, the apple falling from the tree. Both well respected, brought in 1915. Both of them were really defined at that point. Of course, physics have been around forever, just that somebody put a label to it. All right, and one more thing before we leave the screen and put up the clearing, the muscle testing process. We use muscle testing to tell if we're done with things. So we're using the right hand ring finger, left hand pointer finger pressing down, not to the side and not up, not back, pressing down. My name is Julie Renee. I am mother to Adalia Rose. Ha ha ha, yay. I love being mother to Adalia Rose. We're in the How to Meditate class, yes. So we're in bungee jumping class. No. And Bozo the Clown. No. So what's happening is muscle is becoming weak. The musculature is becoming weak when you say something that isn't true. So that's how we sort everything out there. Okay. Also, I seem to avoid doing things that are good for me. Okay. Good to know, Louisa. And Ellie, I experience some kind of uneasiness when it comes to meditation. I acknowledge the importance of regular meditation, but somehow there's an obstacle to accomplishing it. Spiritual interferences, it seems like that. Also experience difficulty in visualizing the center of the head imagery. Very good. Thank you for letting me know. So I'll wire all this. I do get a printed copy of the chat box. So I will wire this into the upcoming clearings that we do, folks. So you'll expect to see these added into what we're doing in the next few weeks. Saval, deeper connection with myself and my inner wisdom. Beautiful, Saval. So happy to have you here. Okay, so we've done muscle testing and we've done a little demo of the quantum pump. We're going to move now into our clearing. And before we do the clearing, oopsie, let's stay with that. And just bring this back up on the screen here. I just wanted you to think about this and maybe feel into this. We will be clearing for religious abuse and torture interrupting easeful meditation. That would be, and then you'd have it's not safe to connect with myself. We will be removing bloodline, self-awareness, the vibratory rate. So not having permission to be self-aware. Spiritual interruption, guests and guides, parasites and pests. And so I've made a nice list of that. Then you also, these on a physical level, the time factor, landing a consistent time daily for practice of meditation. I really encourage each of you to do that this month while we're going through these 4 weeks, is to have a time every day, same time every day, that you get your meditation in. Make sure you're rested and clear, clearing away that which prevents your ease and alertness. High frequency, so high vibrational settings. Sometimes meditation is challenging because we are in fear, depression, envy, or anxiety. So sometimes chanting can be a good way to move into meditation, or singing, or reading scripture, or sacred texts, love poetry, Rumi love poetry. Listening to elevated sacred music sometimes helps. And then wandering mind, which we've already got in the chat box, anxiousness stimulated by the practice of meditation. So we'll be working on clearings for those things too. All right, so everybody is going to start with the quantum platter, right? Permission and ability to fully enjoy meditation, removing religious trauma and punishment, domination, suppression, and control. And as you can see, we have a pretty extensive list here. Lucifer stops, bloodline, clan. So everybody is doing the quantum platter. Let me just show you that again, and then we'll go through the details. So the quantum platter is this. So we're going to clear away the spiritual interferences and programs that would be causing you some real challenge with your spiritual connection in meditation. So that's it, the platter. Again, that way and that way. It's facing front and facing up, facing front, facing up. Okay, so bloodline, Lucifer stops are the fallen angel. Literally what it says, he puts a little stop. Oftentimes in the Lucifer stops are put into the human blueprint, and we can remove it from our blueprint just by the wave of the hand. It really takes just a few seconds to remove a Lucifer stop. But if we don't, sometimes that's the bugaboo that prevents us from really having the activation fully clear. Bloodline is your mother's side of the family. It's in your blood, and it's in your DNA. Clan can be either side, mother's or father's side. Demonic curses, evil spirit curses, timeline physical, timeline etheric, black magic, atheist thought forms, agreements, shared energy, medical control energy, DNA of others if you had a transfusion or you had an organ transplant, and then resets, meaning if you wake up in the morning and everything goes back, just like a computer, the computer will reset itself to the old setting. When you shut down in the morning, it's reset. So we're going to make sure that the resets are addressed so they stay with the higher setting that we're doing now. Some of the emotional anchors, hatred, resentment, anger, unforgiveness, blame, deception, crushed, sorrow, bitterness. And then the spiritual interferences, reptoid, implants, holographic inserts, auditory scions are their anchors. Zeta, permeations, portals are their anchors. Burrower, permeations, holographic inserts are their anchors. Draconian, embedding and wormholes, permeations are their anchors. Iguana, holographic inserts, implants are their anchors. Chameleon, reptoid, we used to call those entities. So we're just this week making that change and calling them what they actually are. So holographic inserts and permeations, embedding and nanotechnology, ghosts, walk-ins, and snakes. So that is the big clearing for the day, and then we'll be going into a guided meditation. So everybody is doing the quantum platter. Let's see, I think I can make this bigger on the screen. Let me see if I can get it bigger. Is that helpful? Did that make it bigger? I think it did. Since yesterday's live class, I'm experiencing pressure in my head. I did the replay a few times today, but still not well. Could you please check for me? Thanks. Okay, so I don't get it as a spiritual interference, Saval, which is great, but I do get it in programs. So let me just kind of go through and see. A lot of times it might be emotion. Let's see, is it emotion? Black magic, shared energy, bitterness. Okay, so those are the things that show up, not spiritual parasites. So black magic are things that you would say about yourself to others. Shared energy. Might might be with your children. I'm not sure. And it's not with your husband in this case. So some shared energy. Um, and then the bitterness is not from you. So it's something that was put in your field or you agreed to, but it's not originating from you. So I think clearing those three things would help. And then, of course, drinking water. Well, Louisa, these clearings are permanent, and I think it's sophistication. I think coming into the trainings and learning, about love wisdom and how everything works. I think that's the best place to be, to come in and not recreate it. So you're asking the right questions, Louisa. I'm really happy that you're here and you're asking the right questions. But part of it is really determining that your life is changing and you're living life on your terms and that you're choosing a better life for yourself. Also, what I'm seeing by some of you, and we'll just keep clearing this because this is a bigger clearing, is just the right permission and ability to give to yourself, to be loving with yourself, to give yourself an optimal experience. And a lot of times that gets prevented when we're looking at maybe permission, right, and ability as a child. Maybe you were suppressed as a child. Maybe you weren't given the right permission and ability to fully express yourself. I know one of the things I did, Louisa, and all of you, is I did a lot of preparation for Adalia before she came in. And I find that she has been so helpful in teaching the classes and looking for the problem energies, because we've been looking in present time a lot. And what I realize is so much of it starts at birth or even before birth. So one of your Divine Human Blueprint to all of you, that would be an excellent book for all of you to read. A second book I'd like to recommend for you to read is Raising Emotionally Intelligent Children, even if you don't have children. I did a lot of clearings from that book. Not that it teaches you how to do clearings. I teach how to do clearings. But he would go through something and then I go, oh, I wonder if this is an issue with me. And I kept finding, I was born to a mother who was mentally ill. She had a brain tumor the size of a grapefruit, they said was there from childhood. And a father who was an alcoholic. And so I had not the most gorgeous life ever. And I was never kind of given that secure attachment style. So I had a detached kind of style. And I wanted to make sure that I really done everything I could to be that for Adalia, to give her a secure attachment and also to heal that attachment style for myself so that I would enjoy life more, that I wouldn't always be so detached from life. And I read 8 books on adoption. I read emotional intelligence. I did work with an attachment therapist for 10 months. Every 3 weeks, I had a 2-hour session with him where we did clearings. He did NLP, his NLP practice along with the attachment therapy counseling that he did with me. So I felt like I really did a huge upgrade on my emotional body. And what I've also been looking at is how emotions anchored can prevent us from doing healing, having the wealth and the prosperity, the love that we want in our life, the health. So really, just in the last maybe couple months, we've added so much. In every clearing, we've added emotions as anchors. And so we're really starting to look at how do we get to the depth of things. And then how do we love on the deepest level? And I've been praying so much for my family and about my family. My family, my parents, or at least my mother, has decided not to support the relationship with Adalia and I. And you know, with the counseling I've been getting, it's can't have your mother in your world with your baby. You've got to protect your baby, and I agree on that level. But I also feel that it's so unkind to cut somebody out of your life, and some of you have had to do that, and it's really hard. And I don't think that they really recover from that. I think when you cut somebody out, it's a hard thing. So now I'm in prayer about that. Like, God, how do I keep separation from church and state? Not traumatize the parents who are very, very senior citizens who will, eventually pass away. I don't want to say black magic, but they both had very serious conditions in the last few years. So how do I keep them feeling safe and acknowledged without really letting them in the space of harm beautiful Adalia? So, and I've really been praying about it because the holidays are a time of generosity and compassion and sharing love. And I just know that there is some way that I don't know yet, and I'm in prayer about it. So anyway, let's see. Louisa says thank you, and Saval says thank you so much. Saval, so happy to help you, and I'm just sensing a lot of shifting from the Diamond class for you. I'm excited for you, and I just see you really getting fortifying and getting stronger. So it's really fun that you keep just popping yourself into class after class. I know you're going to accomplish your goals, and I feel that some of those goals are being accomplished already. And if you notice a sparkle on my face today, I just want to acknowledge I got 6 hours of sleep. My baby has gotten bigger, and she let me sleep, and I am walking on sunshine. So feeling very, very good, having been extremely, extremely tired. And the night before, I think I got 3 hours sleep. And 3 hours is very different than 6 hours, isn't it? 6 hours, you feel like, okay, I can do this. Okay, Lisa, notes for planning clearings. I had 25 years of decreasing chanting momentum I lost in the last few years. Oh, okay, so you can chant. I would appreciate help with being consistent in daily meditation, and desire will do so. I would also appreciate this if possible. Beautiful. I felt such peace, joy, and energy after yesterday. I find myself feeling anxious, agitated, and out of sorts at the moment. Okay, and Louisa, that's stuff out, those spiritual interferences that are on the list, they would be the anxiousness. So when you think about that, just think, this is not me. I'm at peace, and I call the peace, the joy, the happiness, the love forth that I experienced yesterday into every minute of the day. And so you just don't acknowledge that that's you. You don't claim it as you. You don't say, this is me. You can say, this energy is moving through me, but it's not me. And I think that that helps immediately to start releasing it. The minute we start claiming that, then we start owning it. So just, this is not me. This is not me. I feel relaxed and peaceful and joyful every moment of the day. Oh, and I put a chant up on the bottom of the chart, and I've got songs that we can sing too. So why don't we, while we're doing this clearing, do In the Stillness, which is right down here in the corner. Let me see if I can open that just a little bit more. Maybe. Yep. Oops. And look at, there's a few more clearings here. And then you can really see what we're moving through. So a lot of spiritual interferences. If I didn't read Zeta, there it is. reptoid zeta burrower. Okay. And together we will chant. Hang on, I wonder if this is, I think when I extended it, I lost a little. So let me, there we go. There's everything. That is everything. So let's sing In the Stillness. Let's sing it maybe 4 or 5 times through, kind of just chanting, just like a mantra. In the stillness, in quiet, in the open heart, there I am essence, I am breath, I am light of God, I am in the stillness, in the quiet, in the open heart, there I am essence, I am breath, I am light of God, I am in the stillness, in the quiet, in the open heart, there I am essence, I am breath, I am light of God, I am in the stillness, in the quiet, in the open heart, there I am essence, I am breath, I am light of God, I am. We're about 40% through on this clearing, so we've got a ways to go yet. So everybody kicking into high gear, and I'll do some blasting too. We'll definitely get through this today, for sure, I promise you. Hi, Anne. Please clear each time before I meditate. Oh, no. No, 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 no. And how much time should I meditate every morning? About a half an hour. So this clearing is a big clearing. That's why we're doing it. And once it's clear, it's clear. You can check a week later and see if there's any remnants. There might be something, one thing that didn't clear because there was an emotional anchor or something got triggered, but it won't be this whole big list anymore. Oh, you definitely can, Anne. You definitely can. And by the way, I noticed Joe T, you're on the line. I don't know if you signed in and said hello, but I think I see you on the line, and Linda. Not sure if you girls actually said hello, but I just want you to know I'm keeping track of everybody and sending you all love and just a stand for you to get everything that you want out of this class. And hello to those of you on the phone line. Okay, and we're at about 70% at this point, so we are making some progress, definitely. Melissa, I find I do better with meditation while walking. Is that okay? Does it work with the same? Melissa, yeah, they're all different. I'm wanting to give you guys an experience of 4 different kinds of meditation, and I want you to be able to switch between any of them and feel that you can enjoy any of them equally, and then you'll have your favorite. Walking meditation's great. There's a certain level of um, let me come back on and just look at you. Not that I can really see you. There's a beautiful practice that's done by the mystics, which is to go into deep meditation and just to hold the space. And we'll do that on the very last of our meditation days. And it's kind of like manifesting the divine in yourself, so manifesting God. And you'll start with one word, like divine or bliss or love, and you'll hold that until there's silence. And then you'll become the silence and that joy or ecstatic bliss. Now that's a very deep state of union, reunion, connection with the divine, and is something maybe to, accomplish over a lifetime. I would say, though, the clearings that we do before trying that, as we'll be progressing through the 3 additional weeks, we have 4 weeks together, will really help with getting closer to that manifesting the divine in yourself. In that state, we align our particles, our frequency, move into higher dimensions. So that's the ideal state. Each style of meditation accomplishes something wonderful. So we're getting the stress out of our body, we're connecting. I provide for people who do the VIP program, you get the love walking meditation, which I know people really love. And it's a heart expanding walking meditation. So yeah, I recommend all of the styles, and they're all good. And I'd say the highest frequency meditation would be the oneness meditation that we'll do in class. And Jyoti, hello, blessings. Sorry I missed yesterday. I signed in the day major dental work. Oh, so glad to be here. I have missed you. I know. Me too. Not being with you in class for a full week. Love, blessings to you, Nadalia. Thank you, Jyoti. Well, I just very happy you're here. Hopefully your mouth is recovering quickly. Maybe this quantum activation process will help with that. We're glad to have you back. And the class was divine yesterday. For those of you that were on the class, wouldn't you agree? We had just very, very sweet energy in the class. And it was a very, very sweet class. So you'll love the replay. So if you aren't in that class, if you aren't in Divine Connection was yesterday, if you aren't in that class already, I encourage you to sign up. This is the Spiritual Renewal Month, and I set up 3 days a week to be with you. So tomorrow's Illumination. So we have we have a wiggle worm here. We have Divine Connection, How to Meditate, and Illumination, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is an opportunity to go deeper with me and to go into those higher frequencies that you've been longing for, to align your spirit with your body, to fine-tune yourself before going into January, where we do Beautiful from the Inside Out, and weight loss, and accelerate wealth, and grow younger, cell regeneration made easy. And we're really kind of going for all the things that we dream of, and everybody making their New Year's resolutions to have spirit right, to have your spirit and body is really perfect now. If you've never done Essence, I would encourage you also to do the Home Study Essence program. Essence is all about your spirit, soul, life force, and high self. And it's an ideal time to add that to the mix of these classes, Divine Connection, How to Meditate, and Illumination. So that would be a perfect complement if you wanted to really do the spiritual renewal month and do something every day. I would encourage you to do Essence also. Oh, good, Jyoti. Really glad to hear that. Yeah, and I also, if you haven't heard me talk recently, Adelia has been with me now 8 weeks going on. She'll be 2 months old, I think, day after tomorrow, maybe. 9 weeks on Sunday. What I've really come to realize is how vital and important it is to have trainings for the very young and to include teenagers and young adults in our trainings. So I will be, once there's a little bit more sleep on my menu, adding some programs for small children and infants and teenagers and the young adult population. So just know that we're, looking at this community and looking at how do we keep it viable and really touch all the generations, because that's where, if we people from 45 to 70, which are a lot of our population is around 40, 45 to 50, 60, 70. We don't teach the young, our community will die out. So we're gonna move into teaching the very young also. Melissa. Oh, okay, so let's see. Melissa, I would love if my son could train, but he would need time after school hours. Very good. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, that would be awesome. After school hours. Ooh, I like that. That's awesome. Louisa, yesterday was the first time in a long time that the thoughts running through my head were quiet. This is not me stuck in my head trying to control everything in my life. Give it some time, Louisa. You're new to our community. You're new to this training, and I just know really thrilled with the results over time. So congratulations for the great results already. And just know that there's more and more and better to come. And every once in a while, it'll feel like, oh my God, it's pretty noisy, because there'll be some cycle or something on your timeline that's triggered. But just continue that this is not me. So just, know that you are on the path to freedom. Yeah, addressing Melissa, I am thinking to do like the pre-records or something like that, something where children could access it at their time. Of course, because we have children across the globe. So we would maybe put something up on a Tuesday, and then it would be available for children on Tuesday. And it might not be something with a chat box, more of a sweet 15 or 20-minute training for children. We might do something kind of mommy me kind of a thing. That's great, Louisa. So more training the mom on how to be with young children and what to clear, like with infants and newborns and things like that. I was thinking about that because I've done so many clearings with Adelia, and it's helped both of us so much. So it's amazing how many spiritual interferences I'd cleared some. I had tested what came through that was frightening her with her. She was having nightmares, and it came through from her birth father's side. We cleared those, but she was still having a lot of challenges and go through the big spiritual interference chart, and she had a ton of stuff. So being a brand new baby and coming in with, you know, at least a third of what's on the chart she had. And that's a big chart. So I realized that from lifetime to lifetime, from parent to child, from genetic, from birth parent, while she's in gestation, there's a lot of stuff that gets picked up. Sounds great as he is in his rebellious stage. You know, I know, Melissa. I'm a stand for you to get through this and have him, you know, get back to his yummy, wonderful young man place. Some boys just have to go through that. I'm sorry that it's so challenging, but you're going to get through it and it's going to get better. I think one of the things when you address boys and men is to remember that they're different than women and girls. And they're not going to be emoting and able to identify all of what they're feeling. Brain isn't that developed. But they do like, they like being your hero. They like the provide, protect. They like to to feel that they're respected, that they've done something good. And they're very worried about getting in trouble, even men. Thinking that they're in trouble. You can say you're not in trouble. I just want to talk to you about something, but you're not in trouble, so don't worry. And it gives them, oh, I can be with you in a different way. You know, I can listen to you better. I don't have that, I'm in trouble, I can't hear you. So, you know, there's a whole different language for men and women. And if he can do something that's good, like taking out the trash or picking up his room, you can praise him and say, you're my hero today. This has changed my day. I feel so happy. And really let him have some wins in his rebellion. If he starts having wins that are aligning with you, it's going to be easier for him to come out of the rebellion. And then rebellion also sometimes has to do with a lot of energy, control energy from parents. So you want to pull your control energy out and really ask him, give him choices. You give him two choices that are going to be good choices for him. You don't give him his choices. But that can also help by, you know, we have this choice in front of us and we have this choice in front of us. Which one? I want you to really think about it and then let me know which one looks a little bit better for you or one that you can comply with, or so that might also be helpful. Okay, let's see where we're at with this clearing. It's been so fun spending the morning with you guys. I love you. You there, little one. She's making her stretchy noises. Babies bring angels and all kinds of good things. I did an interview yesterday and she did one little shout out to everybody. She did a like she was going to start crying, and then she didn't, of course. And it surprised the Lauren, who was interviewing me. And then she was quiet again. She did some little coos and gurgles, but Adelia is so committed to this work and really being here with us. So she was just doing a shout out saying hello. Oh my gosh. Okay. 98% clear. This is fantastic. So we probably won't be able to do our guided meditation. We're only 3 minutes from the end. But you do have some meditations to practice. We did provide some with this course. So what I'd suggest is to go right from when we do get to 100%. We might have to go a couple minutes into after the class. So you'll just stay with us if we do until I say we're 100% clear. And then what I'd love to see you do is to go in and do one, if not more than one, because I think we've given you some 5-minute meditations. Do a meditation right after class so you can really enjoy the shifts right away. You can establish those shifts right away. And of course, I'd like to just quickly cover class announcements. Inner Circle community, I know many of you are part of the Apprentice Online and Year of Miracles. If you have a question about it, is this for me? Go ahead and send me, can you muscle test for me, Julie Renee, what I should do next? And send it to support@julierenee.com, and I'll get back to you on that. This month again is Spiritual Renewal Month. I'm sorry, I haven't switched this out yet. Opening to the Light and an Apprentice intro are coming up free. The Illumination Rosary is tomorrow. And if you're not in the Divine Connection, I'd love for you to pop into that also. Okay, and we will end the live stream part of the training with a blessing. And we're going to keep pumping until we get to 0, which we're almost there, which is phenomenal, which means we cleared a whole bunch of gunk from you. So that's fantastic. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Murchormaham Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. May the entire world, you and your family and your life, be filled with radiant peace. Tatastu, so be it. I love you. Little Adelia loves you. God bless you. Let's see, are we at 100%? We're at 99%. Keep pumping. I'll put in the chat box, probably be another minute or two. I'll let you know when we're at 100%. Okay, guys, see you soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Love to see you in. Tomorrow is the Joyful Mysteries. We'll be going through really the Christmas story in Illumination. And it's beautiful. If you've had problems, really kind of wanting to kind of push the traditional church away, this is actually a good healing for that, because you don't have to be a traditional person to really love the magic and miracles of the story of Jesus. So hope to see all of you tomorrow. I love you. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.